To underscore the importance of the welfare of people, we established the Department of Religious and Welfare Affairs under a Catholic Reverend Father, whom we always call the conscience of our government. He's always there to help us, pray for us, direct us, insist that the right thing be done. And every month we have a budget of 50 million to this department. And what does he do? The religious bodies are giving about this 50%. They go to the rural areas to help their indigent members who may be having one problem or the other. In recent times, there have been very high cases of kidney failures, liver failures, cancers of different dimensions. And this intervention fund has helped very seriously to save lives. The other 25 million is used in going around our teaching hospital. Before we came on board, some of our patients or the patients to this hospital were detained for 1 year because they could not pay for their hospital bills. And so they were detained in these various hospitals, across the state. And so it was this department under Father Abraham Wale that went round, paid their hospital bills, and since May 2015 we've been doing this. Not only that we pay their hospital bills, we also give them gifts. We give them some rice, we give them wrappers. And this is what we've been doing, not only in the 2 federal hospitals, but also throughout our 13 general hospital and mission hospitals. We have concluded arrangement with an international company to establish a very big drug revolving center in the state. And we are also going to disaggregate this to the 13 general hospital. We've recently set a task force on fake drugs. And what we intend to do, because we realize that this increase in kidney failures, liver failures, cancer is a result of fake drugs and wrong medications. And all these herbal drugs that they will advertise one that cures all diseases. So we've been able to eradicate that one in Ebonyi State. And this drug revolving center, Ebonyi State government is going to put fund in it. And how will it work? Will we get international companies and the Nigerian companies that are known for quality drugs? Will we purchase these drugs and put in this center? And it's going to be on PPP arrangement. And so this center that is going to be housed, we're housed in the capital city. We also have their outlets in the 13 general hospitals. And so the private pharmaceutical companies can now come, or clinics or whatever can come to the 13 general hospital, come to the center, the capital city, and be able to buy the right drugs. We have banned the use of codeine and tramadol in the state without doctor's prescription. This is very important to control the abuse of the drugs. We are also going to introduce 24-hour services where we will have doctors and nurses that are together in each of the 13 general hospitals and their phone numbers exposed. And if you're troubled at any point in time, 24 hours, you'll be able to make a call. Some of the problems they could be solved through the telephone. Some they will refer you to either the general hospital or some even to the primary health centers, 285 that we're renovating and equipping with tricycles, so that at any point in time, any of our people that is troubled, no matter the time in the night, you'll be able, with the help of the tricycle, if it cannot be handled with 285 primary health centers. We have over 700 primary health centers, but we decided to pick 285, renovate, equip it, and put it to use before we can now, go to the other ones. And so, with this, any manner of disease or case that is not able to be handled at the primary health center will be referred to the teaching hospital, or making our teaching hospital to be worthwhile. Because we believe that if primary health center is working very well, our 13 general hospital will not be under the kind of pressure they are. And if the general hospitals are working very well, then the tertiary institution here in Abakaliki will not be under the kind of severe pressure that we are experiencing. This is very important. Let me also announce that we are not among those who are not paying salaries on Conheads and comments. We are paying 100%, and our health workers are happy. We've also been assisting the Federal Teaching Hospital with street light, tarring of their premises, with borehole. We just purchased 2 X-ray machines and to them and a brand new Toyota Coaster bus. Our belief is that even though we have federal institutions here in the Ebonyi State, just like our route, it's not federal, and I don't know the definition of federal. We are constitute federal. It's our people that are using this facility, and so we must do everything to maintain them and update them and support them, and this we are doing. In the area of water, when we came on board, Oferekpe was not totally completed. We had to complete it and energize it and deploy it to supply water. Even though we have quite a lot of challenges along the line, but we are equal to the task, and we are doing everything possible to ensure that we continue to supply water, especially to the capital city, from the Oferekpe axis. On the Ezilo, we made a moribund water site in Ezilo, and we've engaged in the rehabilitation and reconstruction of the entire system in Ezilo. And when we finish, we are going to integrate Ezilo and Oferekpe, and of course Okawu too, so that, because each of these can give water to the entire state. And we believe strongly that by the month of August, Ezilo will be fully on and running. We are also in partnership with federal government in construction of Ishago water project. What they designed before the federal government was a project of 800 million. That was not suitable for our now Ebonyi State. And so we had to redesign the project to 2.1. And it's a smaller version of what we have in Ezilo. That project is about 60% done. And we believe in the month of September it will be fully on. We met an unfortunate situation in Oka Water Project. It was designed to be similar in nature and in operation like the Oferekpe. And when we came on board, government had paid to a contractor the sum of 3.5 billion naira. We really could not see anything to justify that payment. And we undertook joint measurement, and we discovered that the contractor barely did a job about 1.8 billion. And owing us in excess of 1.6 billion. And we invited the contractor to come and continue his job. And it became very funny. We are in arbitration in that matter, but we've since terminated the project, and we've since engaged our engineers from Ministry of Water Resources, very dedicated and committed engineers. And that project, from where it stopped, has gone extra 30%. And we have finished the low lift section of the water project of Okau. And we've laid pipe to the high lift, the pumping station. And in the next 4 months, we will be completing all the civil works associated with the high lift. We have placed and paid for high quality pumps in Spain for all the pumps that we need and electronics equipment we need for the water project of Ezilo and Okau. The idea of Okau water project is to supply water for the entire 5 local governments in South. But I've integrated, because of the nearness of Ishelu local government and also of Ezza South, that this will also be able to supply water to these 2 local government areas. So in the months ahead, we'll be laying pipeline to Ugula and Gwinohozra local government. We're going to locate our concrete tanks on top of a very high hill there. And that is going to supply water to Ezza South under gravity, Ishelu under gravity, and get water to up to Amasri. We'll build a booster station at Amasri, where we will now supply water to a hill that is the highest in the local government. And from there, it should be able to supply water under gravity to Afikpo local government. And the one, and of course, to other local government. And of course, the one at Ugulangu here is going to supply water to the entire Onitsha local government or Hozara, Ishelu and Ezza South. And this is what we are doing. We also have a water project we met at Ubru. We've also reconstructed it about 80%, supplying water. All the booster stations that are associated with our water projects that are dotted in about 6 locations within the capital city. Some are in Abakaliki, some are at the overhead tank, some are in Ezza South, some are in Ikwo. They are also undergoing some reconstruction. We've also done over 20 kilometers of internal pipe reticulation within Abakaliki city. We have sized the Abakaliki capital city into 18 discos. And as we speak, we have completed about 7 discos. We know that we don't have 24-hour water running in Abakaliki capital city. The reason is very simple. One is because Ezilo is not yet fully on. The two is that we have a lot of sabotage in our main, pipe trunk line from Oferekpe down to Abakaliki. The villagers from time to time, they go to open the valves and begin to take water from there. We're putting program in place to give them water, tear off and put some, stations there to assist them.